everyone, in this video we are going to solve the first question from the HackerRank, which is nothing but say hello world with Python. So let's start. So in this we have to just print a simple hello world. So let's print it. So print, inside this we will write hello. After that we need a comma, then one space is also there. W should be in uppercase, world. After that one exclamatory mark. That's all. So now let's run the code. Yes. After that, we'll submit the code. So successfully, we have completed our first question. Now let's jump to the next question. Okay. Python if else. Okay. So I'll just solve this challenge. Okay. So in this, we will be having one integer. Perform the following conditional actions. Okay. So inside n, we will accept the input from the user and that must be integer. Okay. If n is odd, then we have to print weird. So before we read the next lines, let's complete this much task first. Okay. So on the next line, see, we are taking the input from the user. Okay. If name is equal to main, about this we already have discussed into our theory playlist, into our theory classes. Okay. So now inside this, we will write if whatever is there in n, if it is odd, means n mod of 2. If it is not equal to 0, means 101% it is odd. So if it is odd, what we have to print? We have to print weird. Okay. Next, if n is even and in the inclusive range of 2 and 5, means in between 2 and 5, including 2 and 5, then we have to print not weird. So we will write it here, else if. One more condition we have. What is that condition? If it is even, so n mod of 2. If it is equal to 0, and if n should be between 2 and 5. But like this we cannot write, guys. N should be greater than or equal to 2 and it should be less than and equal to 5. Sorry, less than and equal to 5. Okay, so n should be greater than or equal to 2, less than equal to 5 means n must be in between 2 and 5, inclusive 2 and 5. Then what we have to print? We have to print not weird. So we will print it over here, not weird. Okay. Next, if n is even and in the inclusive range of 6 and 20, then we have to print weird. So we will copy this line only. We'll paste it over here. N should be even and next it should be between 6 and 20. So we'll replace this with 6 and 5 we will replace with upper limit is 20. And we have to print weird. Okay. If n is even and greater than 20, okay, then not weird. So last condition we will write it. One more condition is there. If n is greater than 20, sorry, if n is even and if n is greater than 20, then we have to print not weird. Okay, that's all. So now check all the conditions one more time. We are already accepting the input from the user. First condition, if n is odd. So check. If n mod of 2 is not equal to 0, means of course it is odd. Next, if n is even, and in between 2 and 5, then we will print not weird. Next, if n is even and in the inclusive means lower limit and upper limit also we should include. So that's why we have written here less than equal to greater than equal. Okay, inclusive means this is lower limit and this is upper limit. Both we should include. If n is even and greater than 20, we should print not weird. So here you can check n is even and n is greater than 20. Then we have to print not weird. So here you can check everywhere they have used and. So we have to use and logical operator here. So n must be even and it should be between 2 to 5. When both the conditions will satisfy, then and then only it should print this. If let's say n is even, but it is not in between this, then not weird won't be printed. So logical AND operator want both the conditions should be true. This and this, right side, left side, both should be true. Then and then only this will be executed. So let's see, we'll run the code. Yeah. After that, I will submit the code. Done. So now next question, we'll move towards the next question. Arithmetic operators. So let's solve this challenge. The provided code stub reads two integers from stdin, okay, A and B. Add code to print three lines, okay, where first line contains the sum of two numbers. This is the sum of two numbers. Second line contains the difference of the two numbers. This is the difference. And third line contains the product. So very basic question again. A and B, they already have given. We have to just print the sum, the difference, and the product. So we will write print A plus B. Okay. Very basic question, a school level question it is. After that, A minus B. A minus B. Okay. On the next line, print A multiplied by B. That's all. So let's run the code. This is what they have asked for. Done. We'll submit the code. In one video, I am covering many questions. All are basics. That's why. So once we reach the advanced question, from that question onwards, in one video, only one question we will discuss. Next, Python division. So let's solve the challenge. 98.67 is the success rate. So let's see. The provided code stub reads two integer A and B. Okay, so it is reading two integers from the user. So what we have to print? First, we have to print the division. And then we have to print the floor division as well. The first line should contain the result of integer division, floor division. And the second line should contain the result of floor division. No rounding or formatting is necessary. So we have two different operators, guys. See, if I write print 10 divided by 3, what is the output? We'll save the code. Let's check it out. See, the output is 3.333, something like this I am getting. But if you want an integer value, you can go with this. If you don't want this floating point output, you can go with 10. Floor division 3. So it will give you the nearest integer. So let's save the code. We'll re-execute it. See, I'm getting 3. So this is the difference between your division operator and your floor division. If the number is not completely divisible, okay, the nearest integer, it will return to us instead of returning this floating point number. Okay. So that is what they have asked to print. First, we have to print A divided by B. And the second, we have to print A floor division B. Okay, A floor division B. So let's execute the code. What happened? I guess first floor division we have to print and then division we have to print. Okay. First floor division and then we'll print the division. Yeah, done. So we'll submit the code. Okay. So we'll move towards the next question. Next is loops. Okay. So from this question onwards, for each question, you will be getting the new video. Here we have completed all the basic questions. You can consider it as a school level questions for kids. That is what we have completed. From next question onwards, little bit in depth, advanced, we are going to jump. So this is all about this video. Thank you everyone. We'll see you in the next video.